Representing our Honorable Mayor of Pasay, foreign dignitaries, Department of Agriculture officials, and regional directors, co-organizers, Foundation for Resources, Linkage, and Development, my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to AgriLink. We are about to open this exhibition. For the information of all those who are here, we are the only Philippine agricultural exhibition that is known all over the world, and probably the only exhibition representing the Philippine agricultural sector. We are now organizing, exposing our goods, our technologies, and also we get exposed to foreign technologies as well. We would like to welcome all of you and enjoy the day. Expose yourselves to what we have at hand. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to AgriLink.
On the Director of the Foundation for Resource Linkage and Development, or FRLD Inc., Mr. Miguel Unson III.
Good morning and welcome to AgriLink. We're going to keep this very short. In respecting the wishes of our guest speaker, all I'm going to say is I'd like to introduce to you the Undersecretary of the Department of Agriculture, Undersecretary for Operations and Agri-Fisheries Mechanization. I give you Engineer Ariel Kayana.
Good morning po to everyone. Tinatanong po ni Sir Unson paano ako introduce. Hindi naman po akong introduce nyo, yung po talagang guest of honor speaker who currently right now ay kasama lang po ng presidente. So Ariel lang po ako po sa kanya. Anyway po, to the what you call dignitaries in the floor right now, His Excellency is also available right here right now. And to all the guests and I cannot miss this. I cannot miss to mention this. The organizers of the AgriLink every year. The AgriLink keeps on getting better and keeps on improving every year. So on behalf of Secretary William Dar, who sends his apology for being unable to attend as he is part of the President's ongoing official visit to Russia, we at the Department of Agriculture wish to thank the Foundation for Resource Linkage and Development. And he personally informed me that I should be also greeting Mr. Chino Roses for once again making the Department of Agriculture a part of this event. Pakipalakpakan naman daw po si Mr. Chino Roses. So AgriLink, FoodLink, and AquaLink, or simply AgriLink, is undoubtedly one of the most awaited, if not the most awaited food and agribusiness trade shows in the country. Kung mapapansin niyo po, umikot na nga po siya sa iba't ibang lugar dito sa Pilipinas. It's been there in Mindanao, once it's in far north. Ngayon, bumalik na naman po siya sa kanyang home city in Manila, the World Trade Center. Now on its 26th year and still going strong, AgriLink has successfully showcased and promoted the richness and diversity of the Philippine agri-fisheries sector and the huge potential of food and agribusiness sector to create employment and bring wealth and investment in our rural communities. This year, we are pleased to note that AgriLink features the finest agri-fishery product and byproduct of Eastern Visayas, and most especially coconut, which is in the region, is the region's #1 agricultural commodity as its crop and region focus on it. It's been nearly 6 years on from the devastation of Super Typhoon Yolanda in Eastern Visayas. Residents have since rebuilt damaged infrastructure, either repaired or replaced with better ones. Business reopened and new ones emerged. The region, by most indication, is back online. We admire the indomitable spirit of Eastern Visayas to rise from the great adversity. They are indeed to arise, as we lovingly call them, because they are strong, resilient, and won't easily give up on hope. For the agri-fishery sector, the lesson being offered by the Yolanda tragedy shouldn't be ignored. In a climate change world, typhoons will only get more destructive, and food production and distribution, already burdened by high population growth and diminishing natural resources, will be more challenging, if not difficult. In fact, the contribution of agriculture and fishery in the regional GDP output has steadily dropped since pre-Yolanda period, according to PSA. From 20% in 2013, the share of agriculture, hunting, forestry, and fishery sector plans to just 15% and in 2017, and further 13.6% in 2018. Typhoon Yolanda and other calamities coupled with weak market linkages, inadequate production inputs, all contributed to the low production and productivity in the mentioned sector. Hence, through this, the event under the leadership of Secretary Dar is reaffirming our commitment to help the Filipino farmers and fisher folks, especially those in the calamity-prone areas like Eastern Visayas, survive and flourish under this tough condition through appropriate technologies, infrastructures, and other support, as underscored by your team. It is climate change resilient agriculture, a must for Eastern Visayas. In fact, the post-Yolanda landscape provide us with an opportunity to scale up the productivity capacity of the regional agri-fishery sector and strengthen its role in the region's socio-economic development. We are confident that the current administration's emphasis on rural development can help sustain the gains of the rehabilitation efforts towards a revitalized sector. The new thinking for agriculture. Under the leadership of Secretary Dar, we at the DA have been advocating the new thinking for agriculture, which is built on 8 paradigms that can help farmers and fishers become more innovative, adaptive, and be able to deal with the effects of climate change. These new thinking paradigms, as some of you are probably aware of, allow me to enumerate. Number 1 is agricultural modernization. The other one will be industrialization of agriculture, promotion of export, farm consolidation, infrastructure development, roadmap development, higher budget investment for agriculture, and of course, policies such as legislative support. At the core of this new thinking is inclusive agri-industrialization and agripreneurship as a strategy to modernize the country's agriculture sector, boost its resiliency against climatic stresses, create employment and income opportunities, and uplift the living condition of millions of smallholders farmers. Our daring goal, double the income of smallholder farmers and fisher folks in the next 5 years, which the Secretary believes is doable. Agripreneurship is to meet these goals. We recognize this responsibility to provide advocate support in the form of skills training, sufficient and affordable capital and credit, and production as well as post-harvest mechanization support, including storage, processing, and even marketing, so their value-added products can reach the export market as well as further research and development. Through all of this, we will pursue a policy of active participation and partnership with the private sectors in 4 different ways. 1 is setting up more agri-based industries in the countryside and developing market for agriculture products. The other one will be crafting and implementing a sustained strategy for promoting export of raw and processed agriculture products, facilitating farm consolidation arrangement to bring about economies of scale, particularly for crops that requires mechanization and massive use of technology, and 4th, developing the more important progressive and updated roadmaps in agriculture considering the private sector's greater capability to access export markets and funding for research and development. The key here is instilling the spirit of agripreneurship because of its potential to contribute to a range of social and economic development, such as employment and sustainability income generation, improvements in the nutrition and overall food security. The Secretary put a lot of emphasis that whether it's food sufficiency or food security, there is no such without food safety. And food safety covers also nutritional requirement. In the end, clearly, agriculture can gain tremendous benefit from a transfer of resources that are invested by the government, the private enterprise, and the industrial sector into the rural areas. This event, ladies and gentlemen, will seek to show the world and our fellow Filipinos as well as that such investment can be rewarding and very profitable. As a major agri-business trade show, AgriLink play a very important role in the development of export-oriented agribusiness and farm tourism industry, a key requirement in the Philippine government's bid to modernize the Filipino agriculture sector. Likewise, product innovation help government policymakers establish criteria for determining the objective of our programs. They allow us a sneak peek of future markets and emerging trends in production and underscore the need not only to increase the farm and fishery yields, but also to ensure the quality and competitiveness of our agriculture commodity. For brevity, the Secretary's what we call battle cry is to improve both the ani and the kita. We at the DA therefore is proud to support and take part in AgriLink and consider it to be yet another strong step towards the attainment of a modernized economy and a climate resilient and a more competitive national agricultural landscape. Ang uli pong abili ng Kalim, sabi niya, if you have the opportunity, pakipulong na rin sa committee chair ng agriculture. Sabi niya kay Senator Villar, huwag daw pong magsasawa ang ating committee chair na suportahan at tulungan ang Department of Agriculture na siya naman po talaga ang ating ina pagdating po sa Senado. Madam Chair, ano po, habilin po ng para ng ating pagiging. Okay, again, thank you and congratulations. Apo, at wala naman po talagang sawang tumutulong ang ating committee chair, kaya lang po saya, higit po sa lahat, kailangan po natin ngayon. So again, thank you and congratulations, magandang umaga po sa ating lahat at patuloy po na mabuhay po ang AgriLink at sana po umabot po siya sa kanyang 50th na pagserbisyo, pagtulong at saka po exposition ng mga magandang teknolohiya para sa agrikultura at sa langarangan ng pangingisda. Ladies and gentlemen, yun po ang mensahe ng ating kalim. Magandang umaga po sa inyo.
Thank you so much for that enlightening and very promising speech, Mr. Undersecretary Kayanan. And of course, the moment we have been waiting for to signify the official start of AgriLink 2019. We will be starting with a ribbon cutting to be led by no other than Engineer Ariel T. Kayanan, Undersecretary, Department of Agriculture. Mr. Boyki Fili Motlong, Charge the Affairs South African Embassy. Honorable Leo Rafael Cueva, Chairman, House Committee on Aquaculture and Fisheries Resources. Honorable Lolita Food. Mr. Shengil Kim, Chairman, Kamiko. Mr. Yong Kyun Jin, CEO, Cook J Machinery. Mr. Dr.
gusto na lang ang lakas.
Ihaw sa panel at ating competitor. May club feeling at complete awards nito ay quality pa ang good at good friends. Kaya mag-pubs ka na at
Tapos next year, saka kasi kami din. Ulam sila. Ano ba kayo ni Karen? Next town, ano ba itong Adam ko? Pilipinas.
Sige, siya pala.